There's a Harvard cellular biologist who hasn't eaten breakfast before 11 a.m. in 14 years. Not because he's fasting, not because he's on a diet, but because he saw something under a microscope in 2019 that he said, and I quote, made me physically unable to eat breakfast ever again. What he saw were your cells, specifically what happens to them in the 90 seconds after your first bite of the morning. A cleanup crew working all night to repair damage linked to Alzheimer's, cancer, and accelerated aging, getting violently shut down, mid-task, trash still on the floor. He called it the most disturbing 90 seconds in human biology. And the worst part? It doesn't matter if your breakfast is oatmeal, eggs, or a $14 green smoothie. The damage is identical. The mechanism is called the first bite rule, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of people are unknowingly switching off their body's self-repair system before their alarm clock even stops ringing. Imagine your body as a massive metropolis, trillions of cells, skyscrapers of mitochondria, highways of blood vessels, and every single night while you sleep, an invisible cleanup crew floods the streets. Garbage trucks haul out broken proteins, demolition crews tear down damaged organelles, recycling plants melt down the wreckage and rebuild fresh parts from the scrap. This crew has a name, autophagy. Greek for self-eating. And no, that's not a horror movie. It's the single most underrated longevity mechanism on Earth. Yoshinori Osumi won the 2016 Nobel Prize in Medicine for decoding it, and a 2023 paper in Nature Aging described autophagy as the cellular firewall against biological aging itself. Here's the part nobody tells you. The cleanup crew doesn't clock out when your alarm rings. They keep working, sweeping, recycling, repairing for hours into your morning, as long as one specific switch stays off. That switch is called mTOR, and the moment you eat, you don't just turn it on, you detonate it. This is the part that's going to rewire how you think about food forever. Your first bite of the day isn't just calories, it's a biological telegram, a message screaming through your bloodstream. The famine is over. Stop repairing. Start storing. Within roughly 90 seconds of swallowing, insulin spikes, mTOR activates, and autophagy doesn't just slow down, it slams shut like a vault door. A 2022 study in the Journal of Cellular Metabolism showed autophagy markers can drop by up to 73% within minutes of carbohydrate or protein intake. 73%. Now, here's the twist that breaks the internet. It doesn't matter if your breakfast is healthy. Oats, vault closes. Greek yogurt, vault closes. That trendy collagen coffee with a splash of oat milk? Congratulations, you just fired the cleanup crew before they finished the night shift. This is the first bite rule, the biological reality that your body doesn't care about what you eat first, it cares that you ate. And every minute you delay that first bite is another minute your cells get to take out the trash. Researchers at the Salk Institute found that simply pushing breakfast back by 90 minutes extended autophagy windows enough to measurably reduce inflammatory markers in just 14 days. 90 minutes, not 16 hours of fasting, not some monk-level discipline. 90 minutes. Let me paint you a picture that's going to stick in your head forever. Imagine you hire a cleaning crew for your house. They arrive at 11 p.m. They start bagging up trash, scrubbing floors, fixing broken furniture. By 6 a.m., they've got 15 massive garbage bags lined up by the front door, ready to be hauled away. Then at 6:01 a.m., before they can take a single bag out, you slam the door, lock it, and tell them to go home. What happens to the trash? It sits there, in your house, all day long. That's what eating breakfast immediately does. Your cells spent all night identifying damaged proteins, misfolded enzymes, malfunctioning mitochondria, tagging them for disposal. The garbage bags are packed, the crew is at the door, and your first bite locks them inside with the trash still on the floor. A 2024 review in Cell Reports Medicine called this phenomenon autophagic interruption syndrome and linked it to accelerated cellular senescence, the technical term for cells that refuse to die but stop working. Zombie cells in your body right now, because you ate a banana at 7 a.m. for 20 years straight. Here's where it gets ridiculous, in the best way. You don't need to fast for 24 hours. You don't need to do OMAD. You don't need to become that guy at brunch sipping black coffee while everyone else eats pancakes. The research points to a stunningly small intervention. A 2023 metabolic study from King's College London found that extending the overnight fast by just 3 to 4 hours past waking, what scientists are now calling a compressed eating window, boosted autophagy markers by up to 300% compared to immediate breakfast eaters. 3 hours, that's it. Wake up at 7, eat at 10. Your cleanup crew gets a full extra shift. Multiplied across 365 days a year, you've gifted your body roughly 1,095 additional hours of cellular repair annually. That's 45 full days of your cells operating in pure regeneration mode for doing absolutely nothing except waiting. And here's the kicker most influencers won't tell you. Black coffee doesn't break it. Plain tea doesn't break it. Even sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon. Autophagy keeps humming. The vault stays open. But oat milk, Splenda, that 0-calorie flavored creamer with 17 unpronounceable ingredients, vault slams shut. Now let's zoom out, because this is where it stops being about breakfast and starts being about your entire lifespan. Autophagy isn't just cellular spring cleaning, it's the body's frontline defense against neurodegeneration, clearing the protein clumps linked to Alzheimer's, cancer initiation, destroying mutated cells before they multiply, cardiovascular decline, recycling damaged heart tissue, skin aging, breaking down the cross-linked collagen that creates wrinkles. A landmark 2024 paper in Nature Aging tracked over 4,000 adults across 7 years and found that those with consistent late-morning eating windows showed biological aging rates 23% slower than immediate breakfast eaters. Same calories, same food, different timing. Think about that. 2 people eating the exact same diet. One ages like a fine wine, the other ages like milk left on the counter. The only variable? The first bite. This is the closest thing modern science has found to a free longevity hack. No supplements, no biohacking gadgets, no $300 monthly subscription. Just wait. Here's exactly how to apply the first bite rule starting tomorrow morning. 3 steps. That's the whole protocol. Step 1, push the first bite to a minimum of 3 hours after waking. Not 16-hour fasts, not skipping meals, just delay. Your cleanup crew needs the overtime. Step 2, protect the window. Black coffee, green light. Plain tea, green light. Water with or without lemon, green light. Anything with calories, sweeteners, or milk, red light. The vault is sensitive. Treat it that way. Step 3, break the fast intelligently. When you finally eat, lead with protein and healthy fats, not sugar, not refined carbs. This stabilizes insulin and prevents the brutal mTOR detonation that wipes out the morning's repair gains. That's it. No app, no coach, no Colt. Just biology, finally on your side. Your body has been begging you for this window your whole life. Every morning, the cleanup crew shows up. Every morning, most people send them home before the work is done. Tomorrow, try something radical. Wake up, drink water, move, breathe, wait. Let the crew finish. Let the trash leave the building. Because the secret to slowing down aging was never in a pill, a powder, or a $200 longevity stack. It was in the 90 seconds you've been throwing away every single morning. If this rewired the way you think about breakfast, hit subscribe. The cleanup crew is waiting. Don't lock them in with the trash.